is time now for our weekly Rants and Raves, and I'm going to start with Dan.
I have a rant and a rave. My rant is for the Providence Journal, and I don't know whether this was the decision of their outgoing owner, Bilo, or their incoming owner, a division of Gatehouse, but earlier this week they laid off 22 Guild employees, including their very popular local columnist, Bob Kerr. And Bob was not given an opportunity to write a farewell column as a result of this rapid layoff in which he described being escorted out of the building.
Ridiculous.
It's terrible. My rave is for Rhode Island Public Radio, which let him come in and actually read his farewell column.
Really?
And it was nothing that they should have banned. It was a very nice farewell to his readers, to all the people who touched his life. It was very nice, very well done.
Ridiculous. He's 69 years old.
Yeah.
He probably would have taken retirement or just freelanced for a while. Or
Absolutely.
It's outrageous.
I don't understand.
All right, Callie.
Well, why, people in media? Why must I bring this up constantly? The sexism remains, and it's so ingrained. So over in England, Rona Fairhead, she's a former Financial Times chief executive, becoming the first female chair of the BBC. And this is the headline. Mother of three, poised to lead the BBC. Yeah. She has all kinds of credentials, but she's a mother of three.
Or grandmother shot in Dorchester. What has it got to do with the fact that you're a grandmother?
I cannot rant about this enough.
I'm with you. I've done it myself.
You know, what is wrong with people?
I don't know.
And people are laying this out. You have to look at it. No one sees this.
Yeah.
You know, what if we put, Roy Harris, grandfather of two? I don't know how many kids you have.
All the newspapers do it.
I know,
when it has to do with women. Grandmother run over by car. What's it got to do?
One of the commenters said, hey, the 1950s called and they want their headline back.
Yeah.
I mean, this is exactly what we're talking about.
I'm totally with you.
Wake up.
I'm totally with you.
Okay.
I've been on tear on this one for years myself. All right, Roy.
Well, I've got a rave, and it's for the Guardian U.S., which, as we know, or some people know, won the Pulitzer Prize this year for public service. And in the months since then, they've gotten deeply involved as an online-only enterprise in working with smaller publications in the U.S. to help them with different kinds of projects in the same way that ProPublica has done really improve investigations. A couple of them that have come up, they started with the Texas Observer to do a detailed study and kind of a global study on borders and immigration. And just recently, they did a study with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch about what was going on in Ferguson, and the whole topic of it was about racial profiling, looking at it not just from a U.S. standpoint and a St. Louis standpoint, which the Post-Dispatch could help with, but also globally. And it seemed like a fantastic idea. I hope it expands, and I hope we see The Guardian working with other publications.
The Guardian wrote the book on data journalism. I mean, literally, you can download the book. So it's great that they're sharing their expertise with other news organizations.
Adam.
I'd like to rant about the Huffington Post hiring former New England Patriots player Dante Stallworth, who also played for a number of other NFL teams, as their national security correspondent. In addition to having, as far as I can tell, absolutely no qualifications to be a national security correspondent, Dante Stallworth also has dabbled in 9/11 trutherism, sending out some tweets over the past couple of years about how, Al-Qaeda couldn't have brought down the World Trade Center towers, and how, there was no way a plane could have made that hole in the Pentagon, that kind of thing. Huffington Post is standing by the hire. He says he doesn't think that way anymore. A ridiculous PR stunt, as far as I can tell, and totally stupid. Really radically diminishes Huffington Post credibility.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
That's you and me both.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think any of us
they
do.
pay them? Yeah.
I have no idea what the pay arrangement is. I don't think it matters, to be honest. You give a guy that title, they should be good at what they do. They should be qualified.
All right, so I have one, and I can't remember if I made it a rant or a rate. I'll just talk about it in general, which is that Meet the Press has its new host, which of course is Chuck Todd, but they've also announced that they've added Chuck Scarborough as a regular.
Joe Scarborough.
Chuck Scarborough.
They're all the same.
New York anchorman. Joe Scarborough, who's, of course, the MSNBC host of Morning Joe, who's wildly popular, terrific, and he's very good on politics. But I wonder, if this is going to kind of dilute the brand in a way because he's also something of a polemic. I mean,
Hello.
yeah, exactly.
One could say blowhard.
Yeah.
Okay.
that
Okay,
too.
this is a rant, Emily.
Is it a rant? No, because I actually like Joe. I like him. I mean, I like the show, but I wonder how it's going to play on Meet the
I
Press.
like the
which
show
is
too,
something-
but I like him on his show
Yeah.
for what he does on his show
Yeah.
in the framework of his
Meanwhile,
show.
Chuck Todd has completely changed himself. He's lost about 20 pounds. He looks completely different.
If I were
guess
Chuck
would
Todd, I'd be
too.
really ticked off about
Yeah.
this hire. You know, here your
Really?
special politics buddy.
Yes.
I mean, can you imagine?
You don't think he had any say in it?
No, indeed.
Why would you
course
want?
not.
No, indeed.
When you're gifted this premier brand, why would you want to share it with someone?
I wouldn't.
But also, I mean, we're not talking about just any someone.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
true.
Scarborough
You're
is a
right.
very strong personality, and he takes over
He
the
takes over,
conversation.
yeah.
The conversation, and that if
Yeah, it'd be
I
like
have
having
any
Bill
irritation with
O'Reilly.
him, it's because
Yeah.
on those times when I really want to hear what he has to say with relationship to other people,
He
he's
blows
taking-
Mika off.
Yeah, he
I like
says
a
too much.
moderator. It's such a
Yeah.
good term.
Yeah.
A moderator.
All right, I guess it was a rant.